for those that are here and all that, if you haven't put in for door prizes, go see Judy over there. And as you all know, that we're going to be doing a talent show, so go and sign up with her. We have animal contests, calling contests too as well. But at this time, I'd like to introduce one of our members, our elder Noland Henderson, who's going to do a little spiel about truth and reconciliation. Noland?
Thank you, Dina. Good afternoon, good evening. Joost weer tamuskat na wa. Mota ke bilis na ke squad o tamaga inuti big squad tamalo muda. I want to talk about some of the things that are leading up to today's event and for tomorrow for the rest of Canada. Tomorrow, like it is for us today, we're acknowledging this is the truth and reconciliation, which has been a long time coming. And want to talk about that a little bit in English because I think at this time it's fair for me to speak English so all can understand what I am talking about. Truth and reconciliation is about us as First Nations throughout Canada and what has happened since we became, or in our lands, since the treaties were signed and the Europeans came to Canada. And all the things that have happened. First of all, we hear and we talk about, and our people lived it, the fur trade. There are a lot of different ways that we have been affected by the newcomer. So that's what I want to just talk about a little bit, because it's all in the headlines. Any major paper that you read from this week, it's all about truth and reconciliation. What does it mean to you? And I think I just want to say that it affects probably all of us here. What we're talking about. It's we're talking about all the unfairness that's been brought on to First Nations people. Inuit, Métis, ourselves. Canada is a very rich place. In Cree, Kanatak is how it's been referred to. Kanatak in Cree is land of the rich, or land of rich land. So, who wants the rich of the land? And that's what it's all about. And that's where I think a lot of shortcomings have come our way. We have to remind ourselves of all the things that have happened with our elders. Many of them were forced to go to school. We cheat. It means all different schools. Big snahamat. They go on about snahamat when we talk on the education that we were promised through the treaties told us that they're going to teach us the good ways to survive well. pass on the goodness in education. And I just want to say that that's what the Truth and Reconciliation now looks at. It's looking at how we were treated in those boarding schools. A lot of people, a lot of the elderly people will tell us that many of them felt the harms of the strap. They were not taught their language. They were, some of the administration, some of the administrators have admitted they want to take the Indianness out of us. That's what that program was all about, take the Indian out of the Indian child. And today, we have to give credit to our elders, our parents, our grandparents. We have to give them credit for the fact that they have been able to retain that Indianness that was trying to be deprogrammed in us. There's many languages in me, Wanichigati, Piskuin, I think, Wanichigati. We have lost a lot of languages in this process. And today acknowledges that. It acknowledges that we have lost a lot of our cultural ways. And that is what we're trying to change. That yago ka kuipi pasubuna ma ni lawe utau che utisa niga yagan ma ka dia kuiskin nama. What we are trying to do by acknowledging a day like this with truth and reconciliation, that we have to change. We know now that it's wrong to try and change our culture. We can't change our culture. We are First Nations people. We cannot change that. We cannot change our culture. We cannot change our language. There's a lot of things here that we have to go back to. And I think that's what our main goal is to get all that back. For those of you that don't understand Cree, I will acknowledge the fact that we are here to plant a Cree back in us. That's what this is about. Nihilawin. So on behalf of your leadership, your education system, and child welfare, or the welfare of our children, the welfare of us is what we're trying to gain back. You will have heard of the many trips, the many campouts that your children are experiencing today. This is part of that process. Be aware that we want you to hold your language, regain your language. And as I'm speaking up here, you'll notice that I speak back and forth between Cree and English. And that is to try and make everyone understand what this message is about. It's about retaining our language, our culture, our ways. We have had so many people trying to reconcile all the wrongs, trying to reconcile for the good. And we got a good thing going. I think throughout our school systems now, we're going back to their culture, to their language. That is the encouragement that I want to bring today. Today, as a senator for the Grand Council, for yourselves here at Montreal Lake, and as well as a senator for the FSI, and that's our message. We have to retain our languages, our cultures. And so I give credit to the leadership for inviting us here today just to speak on what this means to us. There are very many people that are still sad today because they've lost a loved one that they sent to school and never came back. There's a lot of those events that took place, lots of stories like that. And so, in terms of just looking at the event for the rest of Canada, like I say, it's tomorrow. For us here at Montreal Lake, it's today. However, we'll celebrate tomorrow as well. And Keating, thank you very much for listening to a few comments that we are making about the truth of reconciliation. And you say, itatamskat na ako, tuloy din yung gawin, kaya buti sa panigan, nagmimitin na natin yung story lang. Thank you.
We second meeting Noland Henderson. Let's give him a round of applause. And as some of you are not aware, tomorrow the school will be celebrating Truth and Reconciliation Day with the students. There's some door prizes that are sponsored by Prevention, and there's also pizza for the school students tomorrow, sponsored by the William Charles Health Center. So with that, I just want to continue doing some restorations. I believe, Carla, there's still open spots. So we need one more man and two ladies for the talent show. Okay, and we'll give the Stompers 5 minutes to get ready. They're going to be dancing for us today. So we'll give them 5 minutes to get ready.